I'm Different Says.
And I'm Normal Rockwell. And on behalf of Sorta Weird Artist Guild,
This is free game. We're joined today by K.I.Design, who just released the track Easy As on streaming services January 26th. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
First, we're going to let you in on some updates from the Guild here. Friday, January 30th, uh, came with the initial release from Guild founder and member DSC Mythos with his
about
single
time.
with his single "Oh Well." Available on streaming services everywhere, mixed, mastered, and produced by Normal Rockwell. Please go and check it out and share with your friends.
That song is well overdue. I would shout out to the audience. This is a gentleman that really inspired me to kind of keep on going with music, and our paths crossed back in 1998. So I'm not just bald as an aesthetic choice. Been doing it for a second, and he's been a big part of it. And somebody that I anticipate we're going to be seeing more releases from soon. So let's see, we got some bio information there. Ki, you do better than telling us, but you're originally from Central California, right, and
Yeah.
now based in Eugene.
Yep. I grew up in Central California in the South Bay area. I moved
Okay.
to Eugene in 2008.
Well, so fast forwarding, what's a typical day look like for you? You're a producer, you're a vocalist, rapper, right? You're a father. Tell us about a
Rapper,
typical day.
singer,
Yeah,
entrepreneur. Yeah, no.
yeah.
No, I typically wake up disheveled and confused uh, to the
Relatable.
to the screaming cries of children and an overstimulated wife. And then I get up and I sit in a recliner and question all the decisions I've made. And then I get coffee and do the dad thing for as long as I do. And then I work two jobs. So I'm either bartending or I'm the house manager at the Wow Hall, which is like a legendary venue in Eugene. It's been around for 50 years.
Okay, very
Uh,
cool.
I've been there.
it's in a historic building. It's very cool. And so I'm either doing that or I'm bartending. And then when I get off of those jobs, I lock myself in this place and I stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning when the kids are asleep. And
Hmm.
I record my little videos and songs and stuff. And I do them all in one take in one night and then post them on the internet.
The gear not collecting dust anymore. That's great. Quite the collection, as we can see in the background there. When did you get started? How did this gear collection
Well,
become a serious, addiction?
uh, I've always been like a collector. Anything I'm into, I have really bad ADHD. I got all the syndromes, and as most like creative types do. And I'm really into thrifting, and I get on these hyper fixations where like it was records for a long time. So I have thousands of records. So I've just been collecting records, and then it was tapes, and then it was like reel to reels. I bought a reel to reel from St. Vinny's for like $7.99. It wasn't working. I opened it up. I got it working again, and then
Mm.
something clicked in me, and I was like, "This is really fun." Like taking this dying piece of technology and fixing it, as opposed to like buying an emulator, and which is fine too, but like I just felt like being on a computer felt more like work than it felt like making music for me. So I wanted to be more hands on, and yeah, I just started collecting stuff from St. Vinny's, buying stuff from thrift stores, and then if it worked, great. If it didn't, I would go on Reddit rabbit holes and learn how to fix it, and then I would use it in my setup. And I realized that people were attracted to that, almost like when GMOs got so popular with the like advent of AI. It's like human made stuff is like the quirks are going to be desirable in the same way like
Hmm.
a smaller banana is desirable because it's real, you know?
When was it that you decided like this is for me, and not so much like I'm gonna try it as much as like when you're like, okay, I tried it, I'm hooked, I'm in it. Like, was there a moment? Was there like a particular performance or like a particular time that, the cipher made a certain sound after you dropped the line? Like, was there sort of that
I'll say,
formative like point of no
yeah,
return for you?
I mean, it was a long road because like the way I started rapping was there was a battle of the bands in Los Banos, and I was like
Hmm.
15, and I had already like been writing raps, but not like my friends knew, but nobody knew, you know, because I remember the first time I heard Gangstar, I was like, this is sick, you know, like the
Yeah.
beats were so cool, and like, and then that led me into like DJ Shadow and all these other things, but
Right.
uh so the question again was the what got me
Yeah.
point of
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
yeah. So
exactly.
what I will say is like I started making songs with that band, and we won the battle of the bands after being a band for like 3 months, and it was all like hip hop shit, and
Hmm.
that was a point where I was like, oh okay, like this has legs, but I always dismissed it because I always have this thing where I'm like, if I can do it, then it's not that hard. I did it with skating too. Like if
Mm.
I did a trick that I saw in a video, I was like, it's not that I'm good, it's that that guy's not good enough to be in a video, you know? So it always pushed me to do something better. So then like when I left Los Banos, I went to San Jose and I was like, okay, bigger market. And I used to go to the Cypher in San Jose
Right. Right. Yeah.
with DJ Audio Drew and Dirtbag Dan
Hmm.
and all those
Hmm.
guys and Joe Cutter and Pariah and Edgewise, R.I.P., who just passed away, Edgewise, and I went there and I snuck into Johnny V's. I was like 19. I had a fake ID. I went in there and when I was just dropping bars and people were fucking loving it, you know. And
Hmm.
then I would like battle at house parties. I was like, okay, I've been justified in bigger markets. And then the thing that really clicked in me where I was like, this is what I want to do was I went and saw Method Man at the Catalyst and Richie Cunning opened. And
Okay.
it was like my first experience at a hip hop show where I was like, because I came from a punk background too. Like I liked punk.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Yep.
And I saw like the energy in the room and like Method Man flipping into the crowd and like
Hmm.
people holding him up by his feet in the crowd and him rapping and then like the lights went black and like they came back on and he was on the top banister like hanging over and like taking people's beers and dropping them, and I was like it was just chaos, like he
Right.
was fucking climbing all over that place and doing flips and nobody was mad at him, and I was like this is what I want to do.
So you've performed on some bills with notable acts. Which of your performances have been your favorite? And, what's the most memorable and why?
When we did the tour with RZA in 2009, that was cool. We did like 3 cities, I think it was, but we did one at San Francisco at the Mezzanine, and that was really cool. Um, we did 2 nights with the Blue Scholars at the Wow Hall in the back. It was sold out both nights when the Blue Scholars were having a pretty heavy run back there in the early 2000s, and that was really cool. Uh, Played, speaking of what's it called, of Santa Cruz, the Blue Lagoon,
Oh, the Blue
Mm.
Lagoon.
with Opio. That was very fun. We did Warp Tour back in the day. That was fun. I won a couple grind time battles and like did like Tourette's Without Regrets in Oakland and got
Oh,
like to the
shout out Jamie DeWolf.
Jamie
Yeah.
DeWolf. Yeah, he's the homie.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty funny story. It was during Black History Month, and I'm standing in the crowd, and the co-host, I forget Jamie's co-host name, but he came up to me and he's like, will this guy do? He's like, hey, come with me. And I'm like, I'm doing the battle in a minute. I don't know if I want to be a part of a skit or whatever. And he was just like,
Hmm.
he was like, no, it won't affect that. And he drags me over to Jamie and he's like, is this the guy? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, cool. And he's like, we're gonna they asked me to find the whitest guy in here and we're going to grill you on Black History Month questions in front of like a black crowd in Oakland. And we want you to pretend not to know anything, you know? And they were like, the Tuskegee experiments, what are those? And I was like, isn't that like a like a chicken thing, like a basted chicken, like the Tuskegee chicken, right? You know, like a Tuskegee chicken sandwich. And it was so fucking funny, dude. And it went over really well. And then I did the battle and I got to the last round and I lost against Madness.
I was gonna ask you process wise. I know, if we're talking about hitting up the cipher in downtown San Jose, hopping in circles out here, West Coast kind of implies freestyling is improv. That's always sort of been the more Western tradition of it, right? So within that definition, do you prefer freestyling or writing, or is it just kind of like where you're at in the day? Like how do you see the two? And obviously there's overlap and interlock, but which one comes a little more naturally to you?
Uh, I would say people notably consider me a good freestyler. So like I used to get a lot of rec from doing freestyle battles.
Hmm.
And then also I would do like, like the Supernat object freestyle
Right,
thing
sure.
shows, and I could crush that, but like I will say this, freestyling is like watching boxing and
Hmm.
and rapping and writing like written league battles is like
Hmm.
watching MMA.
Mm,
Like boxing might be a little more boring, but it's technical if you know what you're looking for.
right.
Like the written one is like bam, bam, everything hits every single time. You're getting kicked, you're getting punched, you're getting slammed. It's like
Hmm.
everything is a punchline. Where like to the layman, if you watch a freestyle battle, it's not as interesting. It's like it's a little sloppy, choppy. There's some filler in there to get where they need to go, and it's not as precise. So, like, which one I like more? I would say I like the written stuff better, just because it's more palatable to a wider audience.
Hmm.
But freestyling is fun, and when you hit a pocket and you're in that flow state of like I'm basically having a conversation that rhymes and I can do no wrong, nothing feels
Hmm.
better than that. Like I've won over more crowds with freestyles than I have with my written material, probably 85% of the time.
What's your process with regards to laying down a track, right? You talked earlier about how, you're
Yeah.
doing, start to finish in a night. So how's that typically come about?
So a lot of the stuff, it's like I have stuff written. I've been writing over a period of days or whatever, like on my phone or whenever I have time. So I've been writing this song and I have a beat in mind or whatever that I made. So I make all my own beats and do all my own scratches and recording and rapping and stuff. And then back here, I have my MPC and all of my outs are routed into my patch bay. And then my patch bay goes into my mixer. And then the mixer goes out into my reel to reel machine, which is an 8-track. And then back out of the reel to reel machine, back into the mixer. And then once I record into the tape machine, I'm then playing it from the tape machine and mixing it on the mixer. And then I just dump a stereo track of that recording into my Tascam Model 12 and I
Hmm.
digitize it through that. So I try to avoid using my computer as much as possible. But sometimes I have to go in and add a limiter or like, just like general kind of like overview mastering stuff if I can. And then, but yeah, so I have everything tracked out and then I record my verse and chorus all in one take. I don't like stop or punch in or do anything. So it's all just like how you see it in the video. I just barrel through it and I typically don't record a song until I've performed it like locally like 5 or 10 times because then I know
Your cadence,
my
how
cadence,
your delivery is.
where to accentuate certain punchlines and like how to get from the end of this verse into my chorus. And like you can tell the punk background in my music, it's verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse. It does.
Right. There's no bridge or
There's no bridge. There's no. It's a loop, and I rap to it. Like that's what I do. Yeah.
What's been your favorite venue to perform at through all your performances?
I'd say the Wow Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first moved to Eugene, how I got there was I was working in Dairy Queen, and on the radio they were like, "Hip Hop Olympics at the Wow Hall, rap battle, crump battle." Like it was like 2008, and all this shit was going on. And my friends I was working with were like, "You should sign up for that." And I was like, "No, nah, I'm good." And then they went and signed me up, and were like, "If you win, you gotta." you got to give me the money, you give us our money back. And I was like, okay, because they entered me for it, and I went there and I just fucking cleaned house, and I won, and that's how I met all of my friends that I ended up like forming the architects with, and then what we would do is my friend Undermined would beatbox on a recorder out front, and we would busk and rap and sell CDs out in front of the Wow Hall until eventually the booking agent saw us and was like, "Do you guys want to open a show?" And then we started like opening shows and doing more shows there. And now I work there, and like it's been around. It's a building's been around since 1932. Like
Mm.
it's a 600-person venue. It's all ages. It's got a floating dance
Oh, hell
floor.
yeah.
It looks like a David Lynch place. Like it's just like this old timey like
You're selling it, dude. I'm in.
yeah, it's cool. And like when you it's a very unique place to play in the era of Live Nation.
I'm gonna ask you a hippie ass question, okay? There's a guy by the name of Dave Pensato, famous mix engineer, and he said he swore he could hold a guitar in his hands and like tell if a good musician had owned it. That like there would just be something about the energy. And I just wonder is that, I mean, as you're rattling these names off, and let's be honest, I mean we're talking about some of the all-time great musicians having gone through there. Does it hang out in the wood? You know, I
It
mean, is
does.
it is
It
it
does.
is it a palpable? Yeah,
I'm not a very woohoo kind of guy. I'm pretty
yeah,
practical, and
yeah.
the
Me
place.
neither. That's why I prefaced
Yeah,
it. That is
yeah,
a
yeah,
hippie ass question.
yeah. But it has a vibe. It
Yeah.
it very much does. Like it is a legendary place, and it's like known all around the world for that because like there's just nothing like it, and it's very unique to Eugene.
What piece of art have you made that's like your most recognizable, right? Associated with you. And is that one also your favorite?
Um. Okay, so I guess it would be different for different times because right now,
Sure.
Never Left is probably what people know me for because after taking like 10 years off,
Of
I
course.
everybody has a frame of reference for who I am. It's like I'm new again. I'm just starting out again. And so that one has hit really well. And I will say that some of my verses, it's one of my favorite writing pieces. But what I was known for before that was the song Claw Marks, which was the one that came out in like 2004 or five. And that was the one that like when I started putting my stuff like into streaming, I started a DistroKid and I did all that because I used to just hand
Hmm.
CDs right at
Sure.
shows.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started a DistroKid and I did all that stuff and I started getting publishing and all of that out to people or distribution. I'm sorry, and and that was the one that people that knew who I was requested that I re-release and put out the most. Like it's not getting as many streams, but like the old heads would be like, when I think of K.I.Design, I think of Claw Marks.
It's time for the part of our show that is
Say it
our
again.
second favorite game, a game we call second favorite.
And as always, I remind everybody, Brooks calls it second favorite. I like to call it ultimate, penultimate, because I am a nerd. All right. Are you ready? You know the rules. You know the rules.
I
There's
think so.
not a lot of them. It's just tell us your second favorite. Even if I screw up and say, tell me your favorite cereal, you would remember to tell because I have definitely led people astray before.
Second
But
favorite.
second favorite. Okay, so I will
And
break
don't
the
say the
ice.
first favorite out loud,
Don't,
right?
please don't, please don't. You can think it. We've seen the gears turn. That's fine, right? But for the love of all things holy and decent, please just don't tell us your first. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Second favorite city or town in Oregon.
Ashland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna interject real quick. My mom lived in Ashland for years, lives one exit south on Hornbrook, which actually puts her in California again, believe it or not. But I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah,
Ashland well, and shout out to Ashland.
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Second favorite 80s movie.
80s. What's that with Elizabeth Shue? Adventures in Babysitting?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love that movie. It's funny.
Yeah, with the
Oh
Thor.
yeah. Um, This one is mine, and I am proud of it. So I hope it is the right amount of awkward for
This
you.
one sparked 5 minutes of debate in my downstairs
Yep.
room because my wife was listening in as we were
Oh
talking.
hell yeah.
Second favorite, not the first. Second favorite Bay Area freeway.
Second favorite. Wow. Okay. 880.
Wow.
880.
That's aggressive. That's
Yeah.
your
It's no
second
one's first.
favorite.
I want to promise that is nobody's first.
880.
But 880, little Bay Area geography. 880 connects the South Bay to some very very special places.
Hmm.
So pull out a map if you want. I'll keep that
Yeah.
short. You're up next,
And
bro.
it's like, you can dip out to 85 if you're going on,
Hmm.
or you could keep going straight to 17 and get to Santa Cruz,
Eight
and straight up
eight
to San
eight
Jose.
880 in Bascom is my exit, right? So
Yeah.
I know what's up, man.
I
Yep.
used to live off Camden, right over there by Nickel City.
Okay. Yeah.
Nickel
Oh,
City.
Nickel City.
Go.
Dude, Jolt Cola and just long nights at Nickel City.
Dude, just playing the boxing simulator until I couldn't hold.
We owe the audience to know Nickel City was an arcade where you had to pay a cover to get in because once you were in, you had the magical experience of only having to pay a nickel per play.
Well,
So
not
it
a
was
nickel. You paid with nickels, but sometimes
Right.
you,
it'd be like
that's
12
fair.
nickels. It's like, dude, just
That's
a quarter.
But they
that's
also had
fair.
a bunch of free
They
games where
did.
there was no
Yes.
cost.
I would play
Yes.
Ultra Beast like crazy on the free side. Yeah.
Paperboy.
Yeah, Paperboy was over there. Yep.
I would not pay for Paperboy, but I will play some free Paperboy.
For sure.
I'd go and make some new enemies at the Street Fighter machines.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
fair. Second favorite car ever.
You don't have to have owned it. It could
Oh,
be
yeah.
up on a poster.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Car. I'm not much of a car guy. Um,
Eh, Neither are we.
yeah. Second favorite car. I was like, I don't even have a first favorite car, so whatever I pick, I got to pick the next one. Well, okay, no, I have a first favorite. The Mach
Keep that
5
to yourself.
Speed
The
Racer.
Mach 5.
Speed Racer.
Speed
Okay.
Racers Mach 5.
Hey,
That's a pull.
that's
That
fair.
I love
That's
that.
fair. I'll take it.
I love that. Second favorite piece of music gear that you currently own.
That's tough, guys. First.
I know, and you have to say
It'd
it
be
in
easier if
front
I'd
of
asked you
them.
kid, right? Second favorite kid.
Favorite Katie, I can tell you right now.
I love all the people that use that as an analogy when they're like, it's like picking between your children. I was like, at any given day I can do it. It might not be the same answer tomorrow, but on any given day I can tell you my favorite kid.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
303.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what's up, man.
I
I
will
got
say I tell my children who my second favorite is so that it uses them as motivation to become the first.
I
oh
have
yeah.
a ranking system, and it goes up and down depending on their behavior. And I have a chart in the house, and I go, "Oh, man, well, shit, you just lost your spot as favorite kid."
Yeah, that's what I tell them.
Ki-
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah,
You can be better.
you can earn daddy's love back, but it's got to be earned. Respect is earned, kid.
uh, Second favorite breakfast food.
Okay, fucking hash browns.
Mm, solid.
I'll take it. I'll take it. And I do mess with some hash browns. How about second favorite TV show from when you were a kid? Like back in the day, what was your second favorite TV show growing up as a kid?
Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Good answer.
All right. Second favorite birthday or Christmas present that you've ever received.
Oh shit! My second favorite Christmas present was um, my wife one time built me a skate box.
Oh,
Yeah, like a 9-foot skate
Wow.
box to skate. Yeah, she put it together with like metal coping on both sides and everything.
That's love
It,
and support right there.
Oh yeah, my
it
wife's
is
cool as
she
hell.
is she crafty like that normally? Was that a first time
Yeah.
doing so? Okay,
No, she's like the man of the house. She's the one that like fixes stuff and puts stuff together.
She's
that's
got the
rad.
Ryobi 7-piece tool set, and yeah.
Ryobi, what? We're a Makita house.
Oh, okay. Professionals.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So for the folks listening, man, I by the way, if you can't tell, me and Brooks are bad at YouTube, dude. We just like talking to interesting people. So we sometimes forget to say things like and subscribe. And one of the things we've tried to do to get some engagement up is to ask y'all put an idea for a second favorite question in the comments. Like, go ahead and do it now or afterwards, and we'll promise to ask it because God knows we don't have to go through a lot of comments to find them. Okay, so we will find your question and we will ask it. But there's a watcher by the name of JB and a bunch of letters. So I'm figuring you want some anonymity there, but JB wanted us to ask you for your second favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh shit, dude. I think the only ones I know are like Batman ones. What else has he done?
Okay. Well, I mean, you
I
can
Well,
don't
give
know.
us your
there's
second
three
favorite
to pick from.
Batman.
Skip your
Oh yeah,
first.
yeah, 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 yeah. My okay, yeah. Second favorite. Uh, Batman Begins.
Okay.
Batman Begins. I'm sure that your favorite is not the legendary one with like the second highest rating on IMDb ever. So we'll just assume that we're good to go there.
All right.
But yeah, hey JB though, thank you. I know it's a wild card question, but thank you for it again. As promised, we have asked, and one can only speculate what else would be in his top
Hey, did
three.
he do Dunkirk?
I did. Yeah, he did Dunkirk. Do you need to change
Dunkirk.
your answer?
I'm handing it to Dunkirk.
As your second favorite.
That's my second favorite.
Perfect.
Yeah, that other Batman was like third or lower. So
Third
we
or
can.
lower, yeah. It was okay, but Dunkirk was better than that Batman for sure.
Yeah.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Second place to walk or hike.
I don't like doing either of those things. No, I'm an inside boy.
By the way, when we wrote this question, we wanted to make sure you understood that
We
to the
anticipated this.
restroom, yeah,
Oh
to the
yeah, okay,
restroom
oh,
in
yeah,
your
yeah,
own
yeah,
house is allowed.
yeah. If
But
I
that'd
could,
have to be your second favorite.
yeah, I was gonna say if I could be carried everywhere, I would, dude. My second favorite place to walk. Hendricks Park.
All right, man. This one I'm proud of. You ready? Second favorite bird.
Pigeon.
Okay.
Pigeon.
It's a
Can
noble
can
bird.
can we
I mean,
vibe? Can we vibe on the Aesop Rock pigeon song? You mentioned
Oh
Aesop
yeah,
Rock. Have you heard his
oh,
pitch?
yeah. I just
That
think it's cool
that
they were
song?
like
Yeah.
educated and like, and now they're wild, and it's just a crazy story of how we have pigeons.
yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole the other day. Viewers do this after you comment and finish watching, okay? But pigeons around the world. Like I really hadn't realized like how many like versions of pigeons are out there. But man, like the American pigeon, fairly standardized with the the necklace feathers and everything. But like it gets weird. It just I'll pause there.
All right. Second favorite place you've worked.
That's a fuck. That's a hard question, dude. All right. Okay. Second favorite. First favorite would be. I'm gonna say the Big Dirty.
The
Okay.
Big Dirty. Can you expand
Working
on
for
that
the
one?
big
Because
dirty.
I'm worried about Googling that with the safe search
Oh
off.
yeah. No, I opened a music venue with some partners for 5 years. Last year we ran for four years, I think, and that was probably my second favorite thing was being a part of the ownership team of that.
Very
That's
cool.
really neat. Yeah.
Very cool. Brooks, you may have skipped this one strategically, but I want to ask, what is your second favorite pair of shoes you've ever owned?
I'd say the Chelsea Doc Martens,
Okay.
like the slip-on ones with no laces.
All right. I'll keep it moving. Second favorite taco spot in the Bay.
Second favorite.
This, by the way, shamelessly, I wrote this one just hoping that you'd tip me off on one that I hadn't tried yet. Yeah.
Oh, I'm spacing on the name, but it's like down the street from La Vix. Like if you go towards St. James Park, it's on the left.
Mm.
It's a taco joint right there, and I'm spacing on the name of it right
Like
now.
super close to Lavix?
Yeah, like
Like
pretty
Like
iguanas?
around the corner? That was
close. Like
iguanas, man.
if you're walking, no, 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 no. It's off
No?
Main, not Main. What is it? Third and
It's,
whatever.
it's we used to eat tacos out of the Grewalls, which is a
Yeah.
corner store. In the
Oh,
back, they were slinging tacos back there.
where
Uh,
Good Karma is.
yeah.
It's
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
it's around there. It's like in that little like on that little strip.
On
Okay.
Santa Clara Street.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I'll
it's not
need to
what it's
scout
called.
it for you, man. I'm on
Yeah.
I'm on Santa Clara often. So I will scout it. Yeah. I I'm at a loss, but sounds like
Little
we've got a
hole in the
follow up
wall
to do.
place. Oh, it's
All
not
the
that.
best ones are.
Yeah, I mean, like, but it's like it's right downtown, and I'm spacing on the street because in my mind it's all just gray granite now, where like
Yeah.
it's all that like marbly textured buildings.
I feel confident if you and I were to get two beers at any given point in downtown San Jose, we would just walk there and find it. But
Yeah.
coming up with the name is, I get it, man. You're not a human Yelp. That's on me.
Well,
That's
no, and
on me.
I haven't lived in San Jose since 2008.
Yeah.
So it's been a
Yeah.
long. I rarely visit even these days. It's been a long time.
You'd be surprised how much hasn't changed for everything that has. But yeah. All right. So I think this is me then, Brooks.
It's you.
Second favorite video game system ever.
GameCube.
Yeah, okay.
GameCube. Good
GameCube
answer.
was fun.
Any particular games? I won't put the first favorite rules on this one. Was
Resident
there a
Evil
game?
4,
Okay.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there was a ton, man. Zelda, Wind Waker.
Oh yes.
Uh,
That's a perfect 10. I was a big Monkey Ball fan, so I didn't know if
yeah, yeah,
Monkey
yeah.
Ball or Beautiful Joe was going to come up,
Beautiful
but
Joe's. Yeah.
GameCube. Yeah.
GameCube was pretty tight. I have a modded Wii back here that runs GameCube games and
Oh,
stuff.
nice. You want to talk about something that I don't think was fully appreciated for its contribution at the time, right? That was considered one of the unsuccessful Nintendo systems, but
Oh, the Wii U
I well, the Wii U was too. The Wii U was too, dude. I had a Wii U. I think Wii U is a failure in marketing, right? Just simply because I think a lot of people are confused. Like, is it a Wii 2? I don't understand. But yeah, that handheld aspect, decidedly ahead of its time, and another badass way to play a lot of games too. But with that said, I know we're coming up on the part of the show that folks tune in for, right? We're coming up on that time where we want to ask you for some free game.
What I will say is class consciousness, people. Don't fight identity wars. Don't fight identity politics. Class solidarity, baby. Uh, it's not about your identity. It is about material gain. Let's fight the rich people. Fuck capitalism. That would be my game.
Hell yeah! Any shout outs, any plugs you want to do beyond just the
Yeah,
single?
I have a show coming up in Eugene at Shooter's Pub and Grill, February 7th. I'm doing a show March 20th with Mac Lethal and Il Mac in Salem, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing a show with AJ Suede and Milo in Corvallis, March 22nd at Brass Monkey.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that Funky Monkey? Sorry. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what you're talking about.
I can't go this long without at least one hip hop dad joke. So
Yeah.
that's what's
Nailed
up.
it.
Before we
Well,
sign
yeah.
off, I want to thank you for your time, for
Hell
joining
yeah.
us. It's been great,
Yeah.
and I hope we get to do this again.
For sure. I love talking with you guys, and thank you for having me. This has been
Same, dude. Yeah, pleasure to meet this way. This show really, again, man, we're proud of it. I know, we're growing in numbers, ups and downs, but growing in numbers, and the point of it is just again to minimize the censorship, talk to the real people, talk to the real artists, like people whose hearts and heads are in it. And my dude, I feel confident you already know this, but that's you. So like this was really like this was the point of us ever reaching out to folks is to meet folks like you. And this has been a really rewarding one for me, dude. So pleasure to meet through this mechanism. But Brooks, are we doing our pre-written outro?
I think it's outro time, Dave.
All right. So I am supposed to say, you know what we say here at Sort of Weird Artist Guild? We say the world is full of some pretty cool people. And if you stop and you listen,
You just might get some free game. Thanks for
did it.
watching.
There we go. Thanks, dude.